diventa un'agenzia. Abbiamo aperto anche molti altri uffici, uno a Milano 2 anni fa e uno a Londra in Inghilterra. Proprio l'anno scorso abbiamo vinto un premio per cui siamo molto orgogliosi, abbiamo appunto vinto un premio come migliore nuova agenzia in Europa. Abbiamo oltre 100 università partner in tutto il mondo, più di 30 mentor con cui aiutiamo gli studenti a mandare la domanda di ammissione alle università o scuole superiori, qualunque sia il programma che vogliono frequentare, e più di 38 consulenti sparsi appunto in 3 uffici che, vi ripeto, sono in Polonia, in Italia e in Inghilterra. Questi sono tutti i nostri servizi, aiutiamo appunto gli studenti, chi vuole iniziare direttamente il liceo dal primo anno all'estero, oppure per chi preferisce fare un semplice anno o semestre. Abbiamo moltissime scuole in Inghilterra e in America, per cui appunto aiutiamo gli studenti a fare domanda. Poi ovviamente aiutiamo con le domande di ammissione per le università, che siano corsi triennali o master. Abbiamo anche dei corsi individuali per chi abita nelle vicinanze di Milano e Bergamo, non in questo periodo, ma facciamo corsi one-to-one che adesso sono stati tramutati in corsi online. Per chi è interessato ci può contattare appunto, e offriamo questi corsi di inglesi che servono alla preparazione magari di una certificazione oppure anche dei business English per chi è un po' più grande. E poi abbiamo anche delle vacanze studio per i più piccolini, fino a 17 anni c'è la possibilità di partecipare anche a vacanze o non solo di inglese ma con delle attività extra, oppure per chi invece vuole solo fare un corso di inglese ovviamente può partecipare a delle vacanze studio, ovviamente sempre all'estero. Abbiamo destinazioni in Inghilterra, in America, tra cui Stati Uniti e Canada. Una piccola spiegazione sul sistema educativo in Inghilterra. Forse già sapete, ma in Inghilterra noi aiutiamo in 3 tipologie di, diciamo, programmi. Esiste il Foundation Year, che è vero un anno zero, è un anno propedeutico, per cui lo studente che è in quarta superiore, che magari vuole iniziare l'università prima, può accedere direttamente all'università con questo Foundation Year. È un corso che è anche per chi magari ha delle difficoltà con la lingua inglese oppure vuole semplicemente avere un modo per poter visualizzare meglio, diciamo, materie universitarie, perché comunque passare direttamente all'università è comunque un salto che per alcuni può essere molto molto impegnativo e quindi preferiscono appunto fare questo anno propedeutico. Poi ovviamente esiste anche il Foundation Year per chi vuole accedere al master, però magari non arriva ai requisiti richiesti dalle università e quindi questo anno di Foundation può appunto agevolare poi l'ingresso all'università, ovviamente dopo la fine di questo anno. Poi c'è la laurea di primo livello, che può durare dai 3 ai 4 anni nel caso in cui ci sia un placement year, quindi praticamente un anno in cui lo studente può andare all'estero, all'estero non intendo l'Inghilterra, proprio intendo fuori, in modo che appunto faccia un anno di internship o comunque curriculare, quindi è sempre all'interno del dipartimento per cui comunque prenderà la laurea. Poi ovviamente i master, che possono durare 1 o 2 anni in base al tipo di corso e comunque se è magari un corso di ricerca varia in base anche all'università molto spesso. Quando si deve fare domanda di ammissione? Le deadline sono differenti, dipende molto dal corso, ad esempio corsi come medicina, veterinaria, la scadenza solitamente è il 15 ottobre dell'anno prima, quindi per quelli che si vogliono iscrivere nel 2020 a settembre la scadenza è già passata, per medicina ovviamente, perché viene richiesto anche un esame di ammissione. Per tutti gli altri corsi la scadenza solita è il 15 gennaio, anche questa è già passata ma non dobbiate preoccupare perché le università accettano ancora le domande di ammissione poiché i posti sono ancora disponibili, di conseguenza contattateci che vi aiuteremo con la domanda di ammissione. Per i master invece non c'è un'effettiva scadenza, anche se alcuni corsi mettono sui siti delle università delle determinate scadenze, però solitamente non c'è. Anche qui le università accettano gli studenti finché hanno ancora posti. Quali sono i requisiti? Ovviamente per le lauree di primo livello il requisito solito è il diploma, un certificato di inglese che di solito aggira intorno a un punteggio IELTS di 6.0. Alcune università accettano il Cambridge, altre accettano, ci stanno dicendo che accetteranno anche delle altre certificazioni, dato che in questo momento è difficile poter andare nelle scuole poiché sono chiuse per appunto prendere la certificazione. Le università stanno anche accettando dei corsi, delle certificazioni interne oppure online. Poi serve anche una lettera motivazionale e una lettera di referenza da parte di un professore. Per quanto riguarda invece i master e le magistrali, i requisiti sono leggermente diversi, ovvero al posto del diploma ovviamente serve la laurea, poi anche lì un transcript degli esami, quindi una traduzione dell'esame con il relativo voto, sempre la lettera motivazionale, certificato di inglese leggermente più alto, almeno un 6.5 IELTS, e 2 lettere di referenze, o da entrambe da 2 professori, oppure una da un professore e una da un datore di lavoro. Per alcuni corsi serve aver studiato determinate materie, sia per quanto riguarda le lauree di primo livello, sia per quelle di secondo. Ad esempio, per alcuni corsi richiedono, mi sta chiamando qualcuno, spero non sia qualcuno che doveva partecipare. Vabbè. Appunto, scusate, dicevo che serve aver studiato determinate materie al liceo oppure per i master aver preso una determinata laurea. Altri corsi magari richiedono anche la dimostrazione di un lavoro personale, come ad esempio un portfolio. Comunque i nostri rappresentanti dopo spiegheranno anche lì i requisiti necessari per il corso per cui siamo qua, ovvero Business Management. I costi per gli studi. In Inghilterra tutte le università pubbliche costano 9.250 sterline all'anno, tutte. Questa è la cifra per questi anni di studio per chi si iscrive nel 2020. Per i master e le magistrali invece il costo varia da corso o da università, più o meno da 5.000 sterline all'anno a 31.000. Il prestito d'onore. Per chi non lo sapesse, in Inghilterra è possibile ottenere un finanziamento che viene dato proprio dal governo britannico per tutti gli studenti europei. Che cos'è questo prestito? Praticamente, appunto, il governo britannico, per quanto riguarda le foundation year o le lauree triennali, questo prestito viene dato direttamente all'università, 9.250 sterline all'anno. Il governo le dà direttamente alle università per cui voi studierete. Per i master invece il discorso è diverso, poiché i soldi vengono dati direttamente agli studenti. Nel caso in cui il master costasse di meno, la cifra restante potete fare quello che volete. Nel caso costasse di più, dovete voi aggiungere la parte mancante. Quando viene restituito? Una volta in cui inizierete a lavorare, a guadagnare una certa cifra. Per quanto riguarda il prestito delle triennali, la cifra gira attorno alle 25.000 sterline all'anno, per i master invece 21.000 sterline. Nel caso in cui non riusciate a restituire questo prestito, si estingue in automatico dopo 30 anni. Ed è una buonissima opportunità per chi appunto magari ha delle difficoltà a pagare le rette universitarie, oppure semplicemente preferisce non gravare sui genitori adesso e appunto occuparsene di persona successivamente con il proprio lavoro. Costo della vita, qua sono piccole informazioni che vi abbiamo messo, ovviamente sono tutte da prendere un po' così, perché dipende ovviamente dall'università in cui, cioè più che dall'università, dalla città in cui voi andrete. L'alloggio più o meno gira intorno alle 80 sterline alla settimana. Londra ovviamente è molto più costosa, perché comunque oltre ad essere la capitale è una città molto molto più costosa. Il vitto anche lì dipende da voi, più o meno 70 sterline al mese, alla settimana. Dipende tutto da voi, da come riuscite a gestirvi. I trasporti più o meno 60 sterline al mese. dipende dalla città, Londra è un po' più costosa appunto. Vi ho inserito questa Totum Extra Card, che è una carta molto importante per gli studenti, nel senso che appunto aiuta molto con sconti e agevolazioni, quindi diciamo che è da tenere in considerazione nel caso decidiate appunto di andare a Londra a studiare. Il lavoro, molti studenti ci chiedono appunto se è possibile conciliare studio e lavoro, ovviamente sì. Molto spesso sono proprio le università che aiutano nella ricerca del lavoro, che possa essere dal semplice staff del bar dell'università, oppure addetti alla vendita in qualche negozio, direttamente tutor per qualche studente più piccolo. Ovviamente gli internship con aziende convenzionate con l'università o anche semplici addetti alla biblioteca dell'università. Perché studiare all'estero? Beh, studiare all'estero dà tantissime opportunità, come migliorare una seconda lingua, avere un miglior biglietto da visita per il mondo del lavoro, ovvero tornare con una laurea presa all'estero dà sicuramente una certa differenza di viso a petto rispetto a una laurea presa magari qui in Italia. Ovviamente viaggiare, oltre a studiare all'estero, che è proprio un primo viaggio, anche lì avrete tantissime occasioni per poter visitare città vicine, un po' più lontane, a seconda a quello che preferite. Conoscere una nuova cultura, diventare più indipendenti, imparare a gestire il denaro, perché ovviamente se sarete lì da soli e dovete portare avanti affitto, comprare vitto, magari qualche sfizio, dovete comunque imparare a gestire i soldi. E poi ovviamente farsi anche amici internazionali, poiché non soltanto voi sareste quelli che vengono da fuori, diciamo, le università inglesi hanno tantissimi studenti che vengono da tutto il mondo. Questi sono i nostri contatti, se volete segnarveli come preferite, noi comunque vi ricontatteremo per chiedervi appunto se volete provare a mandare una domanda di ammissione, che comunque non è vincolante. Adesso io passo la parola al nostro rappresentante Michele dalla University of Westminster, che vi parlerà appunto del corso. Vi ricordo, se volete già scrivere domande, non preoccupatevi, scrivetele, noi però risponderemo a tutto dopo. Michele?
Thank you, Elisa.
You know.
Hello, everyone. Ciao a tutti. My name is Michele Raimondo. I'm from the University of Westminster. And today I'm going to talk to you a little about the university. Firstly, a bit about our history. We're a university of 180 years. We're a large university of over 19,000 students that come to us from over 160 countries and nationalities throughout the world. What makes us quite unique is we have a large number of European and international students. So over 5,000 of our students studied with us from outside of the UK. We have lots and lots of students from Italy, Spain, Germany, America, Canada, all over the world. So you'll get a true international experience studying with us. Because of that, we're ranked within the top 15 most international universities in the world. And we have a very good graduate employment rate of 86% of students who graduate with us within the first 6 months find employment, because ultimately that is the goal, to come to university, to get higher education, to move into the workplace and gain a job. So I'm sure most of you have been to London before. So this is a map of central London. We have 4 campuses in total. 3 are right in the centre of London. As you can see on your screen, we have Marylebone campus, Cavendish campus and Regent campus. They are within walking distance of Oxford Street and Oxford Circus, next to Hyde Park, Regent's Park, many iconic places, London Eye, Big Ben, Tower Bridge, you can see. The campus you would study at, where we have our Westminster Business School, is Marylebone campus. So it's the one just on the left in the centre of the picture. All of your lessons would take place on Marylebone campus. Marylebone is opposite Baker Street Station, the London Underground Station, Madame Tussauds and Regent's Park. For information, we have a 4th campus in the box on the top left called Harrow campus. As a student, you can use all of our campuses. They all have libraries, cafes, Wi-Fi, internet connection. But all of your lessons, all of your classes for business and management would be on the Marylebone campus. And just to tell you a little bit about what you will study on all of the other campuses, so Cavendish, Regent, Harrow, we have a wide range of courses in art and design, media, humanities-based subjects, law. But so for Marylebone campus, we have our Westminster Business School and our School of Architecture and Cities. And this here is a picture of Marylebone campus at the top. So within our Westminster Business School, we have courses in accounting, finance and economics, business and management, human resource management and marketing at both bachelor's and master's degree. And within the campus, we have a learning platform, meeting spaces. We have a Bloomberg financial suite if you're interested in accounting and finance, and you're interested in trading and stocks and shares. An excellent room and facility for all of our students. Library, open 24 hours, 7 days a week, group study areas and many other things on campus. Now, in terms of the subjects that we teach at a bachelor's level, so a three-year degree at university, we offer degrees in business and management. You can study business and management on its own, or we have a specialized routes. So if you want to study business management with accounting or with digital business, economics, finance, marketing, you have the ability to choose it on its own or with a specialized area. And the unique thing about our business management course, it gives you flexibility. So if the first year, all of the students study the same modules, no matter whether you're studying business management or accounting or the economics route, you all study the same modules. In the second and third year, if you want to change streams, you can. And even though you're studying a finance route, you can also choose modules within economics or accounting or marketing. So you really tailor your business management degree into areas or modules that you're interested in studying. We also offer degrees in international business, where you can study international business on its own or with a language. We offer Arabic, Chinese, French, and Spanish. We also offer degrees in marketing, either marketing communications, marketing management, or international marketing. We have a human resource management degree and degrees in accounting, business economics, and finance. All of these degrees I've mentioned, you can take a one-year work placement and study, work for 12 months during your second and third year. So it'll be 4 years in total, with the third year getting paid practical work experience. Or you can do a study abroad exchange year and go to one of our partners anywhere in the world and study in that country, in that language, particularly for international business. You can go to France, Spain, or anywhere in the world and study there. So that will be a 4-year option. The business management route also contains a foundation year. So if you did want to take a foundation, that will be a 4-year degree. As Elisa was mentioning, you would take a foundation for 1 year and then progress on to the business management degree for 3 years in total. And for students interested in a master's degree, all of the degrees are 1 year, so for a full 12 months of studying. We offer degrees in digital business, international business and management, management degree, an MBA, marketing management. We have finance courses if you wanted the banking or international finance route, finance and accounting, a new course called FinTech with Business Analytics, and other courses. I'm not going to read them all out. But if you are interested, you can see more information on the website. You can see all the modules that you'll study during your 3 years for undergraduate and the 1 year masters, and also optional modules that you can choose. So if you're interested in any of the degrees that I've mentioned, for a bachelor's degree, all of the courses you would need minimum score of 75 in your maturita. We don't look at your maths, or there's no entrance exam. It's just your overall grade in your maturita of 75, along with your full application. For master's students, you'll need a laurea with a score of 90. We also look at your English. So as Elisa mentioned, there's many different English tests that we're accepting at the moment. So for undergraduate students and also master's students this year, we're accepting IELTS of 6 with minimum 5.5 in each of the 4 components. But we're also looking at other tests. So if you're taking a test from home, there's many different online tests that you can take. TOEFL, IELTS, Password. We're going to be very flexible. We understand the situation in every country, in Italy particularly, the fact about exams, whether you're going to get your final results. when your transcripts or your results will come out, what your grades will be. Whatever the situation is in Italy, rest assured we will be flexible. We will adapt to the situation to ensure that you are eligible and we can admit you to study in September. So if you do have any concerns, please do type your questions to us and then we can go through them at the end. But as a general rule, our entry requirements are 75 in maturità. We offer free tests that I have mentioned. If and when it's safe to do so, we offer free English password tests, which you can take in offices with eLab in Milan, but also online tests that you can take from home. In terms of the fee, I won't go too much into this because you've heard it before, but for undergraduates, it's £9,250 per year, and that will be for 3 years. Our master's degrees for business range between £8,500 to £11,500 for each of the courses that I mentioned. Our MBA program is £19,000, so that's the only difference. As Elisa mentioned, you're eligible to apply for loans, which are guaranteed for all students this September 2020 for both your master's and your bachelor's degree. And we also offer lots of different scholarships that are available to you. We're one of the biggest scholarship providers in the UK. We offer each year over 750 different students a scholarship, and our scholarships are for all 3 years of your bachelor's or for the full year of your master's. Many different scholarships. Look on the website. They're all based on your academic achievements. So you need to have excellent grades in your maturità or your laurea degree. But do check out and see if there's any eligible scholarships you can apply for. And with eLab, we'll also have if you apply through eLab, through their services, we'll have a scholarship dedicated to all applicants that make the application through eLab. And they'll be able to send you more information about that and the application form. So a little bit about our accommodation. So we do have accommodation at Wembley, which is about 12 to 15 minutes commute from the Marylebone campus. So as an undergraduate student, you can live at Wembley. You get a single bedroom, which you can see on the picture on the left, with your own private toilet and shower in your room. And you have a shared kitchen. And these are the flats that you can see on the picture on the right. All of these rooms are £200 per week. For a single bedroom with your own private toilet and shower. For students taking a master's degree, you also have the opportunity to live actually on the campus itself. We have many different types of rooms, shared, standard, premium and penthouse, and the prices you can see on the right there. So I won't go through them all, but if you did want to see more pictures of the rooms, have a 360 tour, look on the web link that you can see at the bottom of the screen. Finally, in making an application, you can do that for an undergraduate degree, bachelor's through ucas.ac.uk. For postgraduate, look on UCAS postgraduate. And you can make a free application with eLab Education. As Elisa mentioned, you'll need a completed online application form, a personal statement and one reference, and then your transcripts, as and when you receive them, you can send them through to us and through to eLab. Finally, this is me here. That's my contact details. If you have any questions after this, please do contact eLab, but my contact details are also on the screen. So if you did want to send me a message, please do. You can also look on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter for more updates on what it's like to study at the university. Thank you all. So I'll pass you back to Elisa and I look forward to your questions at the end.
Thank you very much, Michele. Adesso parlerà Joanna dalla London Metropolitan University. Hi, Joanna. Whenever you want, we can start, okay?
Hello, everyone. Thank you. So my name is Joanna. I work for London Metropolitan University, and I will talk to you a bit about our institution today. So here you can see our aims, our values, and in general, we want to make education available to everyone and in every field possible. So we are very big in business and management and marketing as well. You will see that in lists of our courses in further slides. We have a very high employability rate. So 96.7% of students who complete a degree with us are in further education or employed within 6 months of graduation. And we have 2 campuses. One is for all the art, design, architecture students, and the other is for everything else. So you would be based in Holloway Road campus, which is very large and it's very well equipped. And here you can see a few buildings of our Holloway Road campus. All these 3 on the picture are a part of it. And here in the back, you can see as well the white building is one of the buildings where we offer, where we recommend student accommodation. We don't offer it on campus, but as you can see, it's very close to the campus. So it's just opposite on the same road. And you can see a full list of our schools and what kind of modules, what kind of subjects we offer. So we offer almost everything apart from engineering and medicine. We have a full range of undergraduate degrees. So you can see here a full list of our bachelor degrees that are within the Guildhall School of Business and Law. All your classes would take place in the Holloway Road campus. Here is the full list. So you can see there's business management, marketing, digital business and business management, project management, music business, banking and finance, airline, airport and aviation management, advertising, absolutely everything. So you can always choose something interesting for yourself. And here is a list of our postgraduate degrees, so all the master level subjects. And here again, you can choose something in digital media, technology, marketing, business, anything you want really. So I'm sure that your interests are very, very broad, but we can find something that suits you. And if you want to hear more from students who have studied with us before, you can just go to our channel on YouTube, where you can hear current students or graduates talking about what it was like to study with us, what they liked, what they maybe didn't like, how studying with us equipped them into going forward into the business world in London. And I wanted to show you a little bit of our facilities as well. Oh, it's loading a bit. So we have a very modern campus in Holloway Road. As you can see, there's a bit of color here and there, so it gives you a bit more energy while studying. So you're not sitting just in a sad, white, empty space all the time, but it's very colorful, very energetic. And here you can see our interpreting suite. We have rooms for every specialization. We have the Bloomberg room where you can have different software, different computers, more adjusted to what you need to do while studying. Here's our learning center, where you have a few floors and you have a full library. You have one floor, that one that you can see right now, where you can do group studying. You can bring your own laptop. You can use our computer. You can just come there and spend your time. You also have different floors where different services are offered, so you can rent a room where you can work on projects with your friends. You can rent smaller rooms where you can do individual studying, let's say when you're writing a dissertation, when you just need to focus on a project. So the learning center is divided into floors by different activities. So the top floors are the quietest ones, and if you don't want to be disturbed, if you don't want to hear anybody talking, anybody eating, you just go to the top floors. If you feel like you can do some more relaxed work, then you just go to lower floors. It's up to you. And here you can see a bit of our other areas. So we do have a few cafes, and they have different types of foods. They are quite cheap as well. So for five or £4, you can buy a large, decent meal that is made on campus. And you can see bottom right the courtyard that is in between our buildings in Holloway Road, so you can spend some time outside when it's sunny, like today. I don't know if you can see in my background, but it's really quite sunny, quite warm in London today. So whenever the weather is like that, you can spend it outside, but within the university walls. And we also have a bar on Holloway Road campus where you can spend time with your friends. If you don't want to go to a pub, if you don't want to spend time with strangers in some other places, if you want to feel safe and also relax, maybe have a beer, you can always do that on campus. And this is already past the security desk. So you will know you are safe, and only your friends or fellow students can get there. We also have gym, sports halls, and dance studios. We have free gym for all of our students and staff, and this is as soon as you enroll as a student with us. You can attend any activities offered there, so any classes, anything like that. We want you to be well educated and healthy at the same time. And we have a few partner universities where we normally send our students for a 6 months or a year abroad. We also work with Erasmus. So these are examples of the universities we work with. And now I'm going to tell you a bit about our entry requirements. So we need an overall mark of 60%. And if you're applying for a master degree, that would be 100 out of 110 that we ask for. If you were to apply for international foundation year, we need 45. And generally, we ask for English IELTS 6.0 with a minimum of 5.5 in each component. And right now, we understand that it's impossible to take a test anywhere, really anywhere across Europe and in other countries either. So, so we will have a full list of all other qualifications accepted, published on our website in next few weeks. I was told it's going to be in the beginning of May, but right now we ask anybody who doesn't know what will be accepted to just submit their application, and our admissions will review it and will advise. We normally have a test that is to be taken online, and that test used to be taken in person, but it's free and it replaces IELTS for admission purposes. So if you're not sure what to do with the English requirements, please don't worry. we will have it sorted. We are very open, and we're trying to accommodate everyone in this time. And we try to help you with everything you do. We understand that moving to a different country can be quite challenging, so we have Students' Union, careers and employability support, funding and financial advice. We have accommodation advice, disabilities and dyslexia advice, counseling service, registering with a GP, opening a bank account help. We also have, and this could be very interesting for everybody who wants to open their own business, we have our students enter the Big Idea Challenge competition, where students with the best business idea can win up to £30,000 for their startup. And in the past, there ideas that won were, I think there was a group with business idea related to dancing. There was a business group idea related to hospitality as well. So different branches can get this prize. It's not just for business students, but for any young entrepreneurs. And we also have business accelerator. So if you are thinking about opening your own business and you need some advice on how to approach the market, how to proceed with it, we have a close collaboration with Business Accelerator, and they offer advice to our current students and past students from last 5 years. And in terms of fees and funding, our fees vary between courses and between levels. So in general, per year, we ask for 9,250 to 14,000 per year. And you can still apply for the student loan from the student loan company. So that could cover your up to 10,000 per year of your tuition fees. And we also offer a range of scholarships for offer holders. So we have our own scholarships for academic excellence that vary between 500 and 3,000. And we also have, we work in a partnership with the International House, a student house, where you can receive free accommodation throughout the course of your study. And we also work with the Chevening Scholarship as well. And here you can see some testimonials from our past students. I hope this presentation was informative, and at least you learned a bit about our institution. So if you have any questions, I will be happy to answer them in the end. Thank you.
Ok, Joanna, you finished, right?
Yep, thank you.
Ok, perfect. Thank you very much. Ragazzi, ora passiamo la parola a Emma da City University of London. Okay, hey, here we are. Hi, Emma. Start whenever you want, okay?
Hi, Emma. Sorry, but we cannot hear you.
Oh, is this better?
Now I can hear you. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm back. Sorry about that, everyone. So hi, everyone. I'm Emma from City University of London. So what I'll talk about today is very similar to the other representatives here from the other universities. But just to get started, again, we are in London, in central London. Our nearest tube stations are Angel, Farringdon, Barbican. If you're an undergraduate student studying business, you're on our main campus, which is the purple dot. And if you are a postgraduate CAS Business School student, you are the red dot closer to Moorgate at the bottom there. Our accommodation is all 5 to 10 minutes walk away from the main campus, and it's these black dots which you can see on the map as well. The accommodation costs start at £150 per week, and for undergraduate students we do guarantee accommodation for the first year. For postgraduate students, the application process for accommodation is a little bit different. Once you are given an offer and you accept the offer, our accommodation team will help you find accommodation in our university accommodation. Just to zoom in on our campus map, this is our main campus. So if you're an undergraduate Cass Business School student, you would be here. As you can see, it's quite extensive, lots of restaurants, cafes, we have a bar, we have a sports centre as well, which is the largest student sports centre in central London, and it's only 5 minutes from the main campus. Okay, just a brief intro to City as well. So we are 125 years old last year, so we celebrated that big birthday last year. We are part of the University of London, and what that actually means for you is that you do have extra provision of accommodation, facilities, libraries across London. So you're part of a larger community. You're not just part of City or Cass, you're part of a larger network of students, which is really an extra benefit of being part of City. Like the other universities, we are very international. So around 50% of our students actually come from outside of the UK as well. And our facilities, which you should please see on our website, we have invested thousands into our facilities on campus. So you do feel like you're in a really modern and new campus as well. So we have about 20,000 students, and about half of those are for undergraduate bachelor students and the other half are master's students. So we're about a middle-sized university, and we're probably most well known for our really close links to the business and professional world, which obviously really makes a difference today, as we're going to be talking about studying at Cass Business School. So I'll quickly introduce you to our courses. We do have quite a lot of courses at the Cass Business School. So we have over 60 undergraduate and postgraduate courses. So I'm going to flick through them now so you can have a look. So to start with, we have a range of actuarial science courses, very highly ranked in this area, and I would only recommend applying for this if you are a maths genius, because you would need very, very high math grades for this course. Our most popular for undergraduate are our business management courses. As you can see here, we've got quite a range. The first year and a half is actually exactly the same for all students. So you do have the option to switch and change your mind after your first year, in fact, going into your second year. So we give students plenty of option and opportunity for that. We have finance courses, and again, there is flexibility here if you did want to switch after, say, the first semester. Not as flexible as our business management courses, but still just as popular. And then we move on to the foundation courses. So we do actually offer some foundation courses within the Cass Business School, as you can see it here in all the different areas. We also, though, have a partnership with Into City or Kaplan, where if you don't have the grades, for example, where you would need for a foundation year even, then you can actually apply through them as well. And for postgraduate, we have very similar subject areas, but quite a lot more, as you'll go through now, I'll just show you. So we have 2 in actuarial science. We have a huge range of business management programs. Of course, our management MSc is probably our most popular here. We have executive leadership and a range of finance courses here again. Insurance and risk management, quantitative finance, real estate and shipping and energy. And then finally, we have charities courses. And finally, the MBA courses, which we have a huge range of MBA courses there. Okay, so why should we choose CAS? So CAS Business School is currently ranked 3rd in London according to the Financial Times rankings. And I think some of these numbers kind of say it for themselves, really. A very high number of students go into work or further study within 6 months of graduation. As you can see, 90% there. And we have thousands of alumni across the world that are studying, that have studied at the CAS Business School. So you will be among the best of the best, and you'll join an alumni network, as you can see, over 43,000 students. And some other reasons to choose CAS. We are one of only a very few business schools in the world to hold the Triple Crown accreditation, which is quite impressive, actually. You are learning from academics from all around the world and really leaders in their field. You are also in London, which of course the other universities are as well. So you can really you can take advantage of that, really. And that really links with our professional placements and our work experience, which we offer both within the undergraduate and the master's courses. This is an integral part of how we teach students. We do lots of face-to-face teaching, but we do feel that getting into the world of work is really, really important, and CAS has those really important links. And just to show you some of those, this is for undergraduate students, but you can kind of get an idea of where our students for both undergraduate and masters will go into. Some really well-known names here, but similarly, we do have really close links to Tech City, which is just about 10 minutes walk from the campus, and it's the largest cluster of startup companies in Europe, and students have the access to that. And we have lots of students who work with these startup companies and go on to develop their own companies as well. We have something at CAS called the Launch Lab, where students can pitch their idea to the business school, who will give them a space in our Launch Lab and money towards that as well. So the teaching style at CAS, it's very practical, as I mentioned. We do try to allow students to learn through as practical as possible, through group learning, through real life case scenario work. So that's what you would expect within the business school. We have visiting lecturers, but we have over 100 full-time academic staff teaching students. And the percentage you can see at the top bullet point are for undergraduate students and how that is assessed. So 10% in your first year goes towards your final grade, 30% in your second year, and 50% in your final year. So for the undergraduate course structure, it is a 3-year degree programme, but again, we truly try to make students or encourage students to do the placement year in their 3rd year, which does add on an extra year, but it's really valuable and really important. So we will encourage students to do that. Also, we do encourage students to do a study abroad, and you can see that you can either do that in the second half of your 2nd year, or you can do a combination of work placement and study abroad in a year on its own, or either or. So you can do a 1 year full year study abroad, or a full year work placement option. Postgraduate, it is 1 year, as you would have heard in the other presentations. Within that 1 year, though, you do have the option to do internships, work experience, and also we do have international elective modules that students can choose from, where students can go to New York, then go to Frankfurt, to Paris, and do one of the elective modules within their degree. For study abroad, you can see for undergraduate students, we have pretty much the world covered. If you want to go stay in Italy, we have Bocconi, for example, but as you can see, we have partners pretty much in every continent. And where do our students go? So a variety of places. You probably see the link here between the placements that we offer and where students end up, and that isn't by accident. Students and employers really look at our students. Once they're doing their placement years, many of the students will be asked back by that company after they've graduated. So it's a kind of it's not by accident that a lot of our placements, students will then end up going to work for that company afterwards. We have really good relationships and students do really well. Applying to CAS, because of the ranking, it is, and reputation, we do really want the best students to be applying to us. So you do need to make sure that you do have the correct grades, the requirements, and that really means looking on our website, asking eLab, asking myself, making sure that you would be the right candidate. Do you have potential relevant work experience, especially for our postgraduate courses, which are very competitive? You do need to make sure that you are selling yourself, that you have the right work experience, you are doing extracurricular activities that could really boost your application. So yeah, again, please speak to eLab, speak to myself, and we can really see if you would be a good match for some of the courses. The requirements, as you can see, we ask for quite high. The overall mark, typically we'd be looking at 85%. However, we are being very, very flexible with this. Italian students do extremely well on the business courses, and only last year it used to be 90%. I've got them to drop it down to 85%. But we are being very flexible, especially at the moment. So if you are around about that, even 85, even 75%, I would still recommend sending in an application. And as I say, Italian students do really well on the course. The Italian students are the third biggest nationality on campus. So we will do all we can to be as flexible as possible. We do, though, need you to take an IELTS test, so 6.5 overall in your IELTS we would be looking for. And for postgraduate students, we are looking at 105 out of 110 in your Italian qualification. They are quite strict with that. I would say you would need to get that grade, if 104 sometimes, but they are very competitive courses, so you do need to have around that grade or that grade. And they also ask for an IELTS 7.0 overall. For scholarships, for undergraduate students, we offer 3 different scholarships. So we have the Global Leader Scholarship, which is £1,000. We also have the Lord Mayor of London Scholarship, which would be suitable for Italian students, which is £2,000. Now, both of those scholarships are cash scholarships given to you to help with your living costs whilst you're in London. To achieve that, you need to have gained very high qualifications. So please check on our website and contact me if you need any further information. In terms of the cost, it's the same as the other universities that you've seen today. So for undergraduate Italian students, it's £9,250 per year. For postgraduates, we do offer quite a big range of scholarships because our courses are quite expensive in the CAS Business School. So they range from around about £21,000 all the way up to £44,000 if you're doing our MBA. Don't panic. We do offer quite big scholarships for students. That cost is the same for UK, EU, and international. There isn't any difference if you're UK or an EU or an international student. So we do offer quite good scholarships. Please check on individual course pages because each scholarship is very individual to that particular subject. So yeah, please check our website and our scholarship tracker. And really quickly, because obviously this is kind of a topic which a lot of students are really worried about at the moment, is starting university. We at the moment are delivering all our courses online for our current students. And we do understand that exams might be cancelled. For new students applying for this year, we are aware that exams can be cancelled. You're unable maybe to take an IELTS test or an English test. So we are being as flexible as possible, given the circumstances. We want to really, really help students through this really difficult time. We do now accept a new at-home TOEFL test. So if you have been given an offer, or you're thinking of applying and you're really worried about maybe the English test, for example, we are accepting the new at-home TOEFL test. If you do feel you need extra support with your English, then we are also running our own online pre-sessional course, which is actually starting in June, and that's an online pre-sessional course with our partners in 2 City. I think this is just kind of reiterating the TOEFL test. And then really finally, because I know my time is pretty much up, we are running lots of online events because we do know that it's not really possible for anyone to visit the campus at the moment. Lots of online events, subject-specific events, but events online, open days, for example. So please check on our websites and you'll find more information there. But yeah, I think that's me. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Magda. I'm working for ELAP. I was working for the first ELAP office, which was in Poland. Then I moved to Italy, and now I am doing a marketing for ELAP Italy and ELAP Poland. And now it's time for domande. So can I see my partners' universities' faces, please? Yay, here you go. Okay, everybody. Wait. I'm gonna turn on the big, okay, Joanna. Who else is there? Michele, okay. Emma? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so Abdul, Alessandro, Alessio, Denis, Emanuele, Giulia, Giuseppe, Elena, Stefano, Victoria, do you have any questions that you would like to ask our universities here, our representatives? Let's see. What are the requirements to apply for accommodation? What are the, okay. So wait, I'm gonna do this now and I'm gonna tell you who will answer this question first. This is a very clever thing, wait. Okay. What are the requirements to apply for accommodation? Michele.
So for us, you first need to apply to the university and get an application number. And then once you've met all of your academic conditions, so you've got your results and have a conditional offer letter, that's when you'll be allocated a room. But as soon as you apply, you can make an application for the accommodation. And our accommodation opens next month.
Okay. I don't know, I turned it off my video, right? Yes. This was Michele from University of Westminster. Now, Joanna, London Metropolitan University.
So at London Met, we don't offer accommodation on campus, so it doesn't matter whether you have your application accepted or not. You can look into the accommodation that is offered by our partners as soon as you think of it, of studying with us. So whenever you're ready to look into that, we can just give you all the information. It's also on our website. You can have a look into that and choose between the options.
Okay, thanks, Joanna. And Emma? We cannot hear you again. We cannot hear you, Emma. Still can't hear you. Okay, before Emma will set up her microphone again, from ELAP perspective, I can just tell you that we have also a few companies. They are offering help while you are already in UK or you want to look from Italy for your accommodation. We have contacts to the companies that are helping students to find an accommodation also if you need. You can look for it through us, and there are companies like something similar to Airbnb, Booking.com, but for long term. Or there are also Italian students that are already there sent by ELAP that can help you to look for accommodation. So don't worry, accommodation normally is there, especially in London. Today we have 3 universities from London, so it's not that difficult in a big city. Dennis, okay. Dennis, is this what you wanted to know? Please let us know. In the meantime, Emma, what happened to Emma? Let me see. Oh, Emma is locked out. Okay, we have another question in the meantime. Let's see. Do you have, oh my God, that's a difficult word. Entrepreneurship, I don't know how to say this. Entrepreneurial studies or international marketing? International marketing is easier for me to pronounce. Michele?
Yeah. So yes, we do. So as I mentioned in the presentation, we offer business management as a route, and you can specialize within entrepreneurship. So if you did want to take business management with entrepreneurship, that is one of the options that we have at undergraduate level. And we also offer that exact course, international marketing. So it's a 3-year degree. And as we've all mentioned, you can do the work placement or the study abroad year and make it a 4-year option. But we offer both options for you.
Okay, great. Thank you. Joanna?
So at London, there isn't a course that is called exactly entrepreneurship, but we do have international business management, I believe, and there are modules in marketing as well. So it just depends really what exactly you're looking for. So I'd say have a look at our website at different courses that we offer, and you will find a list of modules offered for each course that we offer, and you can see how many hours of which subject you're studying. So that then you can see how much of entrepreneurship, how much of marketing, how much of international you will have on each course.
Okay, thanks, Joanna. I need to learn how to say this word. I don't know still how to pronounce this, but okay, Stefano, is this what you wanted to know? Is there something else? Okay, if Stefano, there is something else you would like to ask, just please type. In the meantime, we have another question. Let me see if Emma is back with us. Emma, can you hear us? Yes. Yes, you're back.
Again. I'm so sorry.
Fantastic. So this question for you. Tell us about your first approach with the university and the city.
So do they mean how do you actually go about applying? Is that what you think that means?
I also don't.
I think maybe
Giuseppe, wait, Giuseppe, would you like to explain a little bit what you mean exactly?
I think I'm reading that maybe it's what is the first step in going forward. Potentially, I mean, depending if you're applying for undergraduate or postgraduate. I'm not sure if you've already maybe asked that question or answered that question. For undergraduate students, if you're interested in applying for the course, you would need to apply via UCAS or apply through eLab. He would help you and guide you through that process. I mean in the first year. Okay, so how do you apply maybe in the first year? Yeah, so if you're thinking about how you apply, then yeah, to approach the university, you would need to really apply. There isn't kind of a pre-screening or a pre-application that you would need. If for undergraduate, if that's what you're applying for, then yes, you would just make an application. So you wouldn't need to first meet with anyone or anything like that, although that's very helpful. If you're still researching the universities that you want to apply for, then if you come along to an open day or a campus tour or join an online event, that's also really useful and also can really help you with your personal statement. If you know maybe a little bit more about the university and what it's like to study there, that can really help you through the application process. I wasn't sure if you were applying for undergraduate or postgraduate, so it might be slightly different for each of those.
Giuseppe, if I can advise you also, you can check ELAB social media, especially Instagram, where we have our applicants that we already sent it to the university, to the UK, in our Instagram stories, talking about their experience, how they apply, what was what kind of difficulties they had. So all this kind of things they showing there. And the first approach, well, you founded us, ELAB. Here is the website. We can help you with any application. Michele, Joanna, would you like to add something to this? Michele?
Yeah, very similar to City University in terms of how you apply through ELAB. We can put you in contact with our current students. Italy is our number one market. We have the most European students, so lots of Italians studying on campus. So we can put you in contact with a student studying business management who's Italian at the university, who can share his or her own experience of what the course is like, the modules. And when you do arrive, when you join the university, we arrange an orientation week, similar to all universities, where you can familiarise yourself with what it's like to study at this particular university, but also what it's like to study in London, being the big city. It's a fantastic location, all of our universities. So yeah, you will be able to give you more information about that.
Okay, and thank you, Michele. And Joanna?
Yes, same as others. So we are a slightly smaller university. We have nearly 10,000 students, so a bit smaller than City and Westminster. But we also have plenty of student ambassadors. Our students are quite open about talking about their studies. What we normally used to do, right now we can't because the campus is closed, but normally, even when you wanted to see the campus, we would put you in touch with somebody who's studying a similar course to give you a campus tour by a person who is currently studying the course you want to study. So I'd say the best thing would be either looking at our YouTube videos and having see conversation recorded there in videos, or just emailing us directly, and we can find some current students who can tell you about their impression and what to look out for.
Yeah, great. Thank you, guys. Let's see another question that was in the queue. This was here. Yes. I don't understand the requirements for the CAS foundation year. Emanuele. Emma?
Yes, sorry, yes. Hi. So with the CAS foundation year, it's a little bit more complicated, hence why I don't really put the actual requirements on the slide. It is more of a case-by-case basis. The foundation year was primarily for students who are maybe doing the A-levels or the IB system, but because we have fantastic Italian students and we have admitted students onto that course before, it isn't as standardized, this is what you need. Usually the admissions team would kind of look at everything, so not just your grades, but your personal statement, the reference altogether. I would say you'd still need to get quite high, so around about 70% or over. But that's obviously, in the first instance, I would really try to recommend applying for the undergraduate course, and then usually the CAS Business School admissions team might refer you to apply for the foundation course. Now, if you aren't at that 70%, then obviously we have the Into and the Kaplan partnerships as well. But yeah, my advice is if you are around that grade of around 70, then I would recommend submitting an application for that.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Emma. Emanuele, is this your answer? If you want to know something more, please type us. And let's proceed with another question. Wait, because I'm lost a little bit. Here. Which subjects are studied during the foundation year of business and management? Abdul is asking. Joanna?
So we have the international foundation year where you get a bit more general knowledge. But if you wanted to study foundation year for business and management, then you will just have to look at our website where all the modules are listed, and you will know exactly how many hours of what subject. It's really impossible for me to know all the modules studied on the foundation year because we have over 200 different courses, and content of each of those is different. So going to our website is the best I can advise you.
Okay, thank you, Michele.
So yes, we offer the business management with foundation route. So on modules that we teach, just looking from the website, is Introduction to Academic Practice. You'll study a module in critical thinking. You'll study Foundations of Management, Foundations of Data Analysis, and current debates in global business and also digital business. So it's very much to get you up to speed if you've not studied business before, or your grade isn't at the 70-75 in your maturità. We offer that foundation year, and they're the types of modules that you'll study.
Okay, great. That was Michele from University of Westminster. And Emma, City University of London.
So, yeah, very similar to Michele. The first year, the business management course is foundation year. You're kind of doing courses like Introduction to Economics, Introduction to Business Management, Introduction to Finance and Accounting. So there's lots of kind of introduction to courses, but there's also an individual project, which can be in your choice. And there's also a course called Business London, which is kind of really allowing students to know how London became, the financial centre of Europe. And it's, you get to go into the Bank of England, you get to go into to offices. So it's kind of a good, good fun module as well. But most of them are kind of introduction to, the digital, economics, accounting and finance. And it also means that if you wanted to switch from, say, the business management foundation year to, say, the finance degree afterwards, they're all the same. So, you can easily switch from business management foundation to doing the finance degree if you wanted to.
Okay, fantastic. It sounds so amazing, all these things. Thank you, Emma. Do we have another question? Oh, yeah. Stefano, how many hours of class time a week should I expect? Let's maybe clarify, maybe for undergraduate. Who wants to go first?
I'm happy to go.
Michele, go.
So hi, Stefano. So for us, as an undergraduate student, you should expect between 12 to 15 hours a week of teaching. So very different to your high school at the moment, your liceo. Masters, you have definitely a lot more teaching time. In the UK, it's very much independent learning style of teaching. So you have your contact time with your tutors during your first and second semester. But outside of your lessons, you have reading material, assignments to work on, group work, project work, presentations. So you have lots of support outside of the actual classrooms itself. So yeah, you can expect between 12 to 15 hours of actual teaching time, looking at lectures and seminars, tutorials.
Okay, great. Joanna? We cannot hear you. Yes.
Thanks. Sorry. So generally, it's between 20 to 30 hours a week, and also there's a lot of individual studying, a lot of reading. So it really depends which course you choose. We try to give you as much practice-based studies as possible during the year, and also in the last years of your undergraduate degree, if you choose to do a bachelor, you have a work-based module. So you would be busy. You would be relatively busy during the week.
Okay, great. Thanks, Joanna. Emma?
Yeah, so very similar to my colleagues. For undergraduate students, though, for your first year, you have quite a lot of teaching time compared to, say, some other universities. So yeah, about 25 hours a week in your first year, because we want to really make the transition from school to university as seamless as possible. So there is a lot more contact time in your first year, but that drops out considerably in your second and third year, where you'll have around 10 to 15 hours teaching time per week. For masters, very similar to my colleagues. It really depends. A lot of it's independent learning, but your first semester is usually all your compulsory courses, and then your second semester is where it's more your elective modules, and you won't have as much kind of teaching time. And your final semester, which is your dissertation, your some kind of summer semester, it is you writing your dissertation or your final year project. So you wouldn't have really any face-to-face teaching, but you get to meet with your dissertation leader during those summer months.
Okay, great. Thank you, guys. Let's see. Because we are also live on Facebook, I would like to see if we have questions there. Give me a second. Yes. I worked during the summer in the marketing department. Will that be some additional value to my application? Wait, I need to come back to you. Joanna?
Yeah, it's going to be additional value to your application, and I'm sure it will help you write a very good personal statement, and I'm sure it will help you choose the right course for you, because when you have some work experience, you know slightly better in terms of what area you want to specialize in future. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's so great. Emma, now your turn. Michele, you're at the end now.
Yeah, definitely really valuable. As long as you can really link to, in your application how it is being valuable to you, because we have lots of students who have experience in marketing or a business. So you need to really make sure in your personal statement or your your application how that has been valuable to you. What skills or qualities did you get, from that experience? Because, like I say, lots of students will have had very similar experiences, but definitely, the more experience, the more you can talk about, of that in your application, it's going to be really valuable.
Okay, great, thank you. Michele.
Yeah, it's exactly the same answer. Of course, it's going to be valuable. You can put that on your application form, the position you hold, the company it's at, but also, as everyone mentioned, on your personal statement. You really go into what it is, what skills you've got, and how the skills you've got will help you in the modules that you're going to study within the course.
Okay, thank you, guys. We have another question on Facebook. Give me a second because I'm getting lost. Okay. What happens during the Freshers Week? Wait. Okay, so Michele, you were last, so now you're the first one.
I'm back. So Freshers Week, it's just after the orientation week. It's during the week of enrollment before your lessons actually start. It's a week really for you to get more information about the university or the clubs and societies that you can join if you're interested in how...
Michele, just for real, what is it about?
Freshers Week. That is what it's about. Opening a bank, joining football teams, swimming teams, partying, going to the pub, visiting London.
Exactly, that's how you meet new friends, right?
Absolutely. It's a good balance between teaching and social life. But yeah, London, any of our universities, you've got everything on your doorstep. So yeah, it's really time for you to enjoy and see all the possibilities that are here for you.
Yes. Girls, would you like to add something?
Yeah, I'll go if you like. Yeah, I mean, it is, as Michele said, it is really fun. It's something you're going to really look forward to every year. But definitely your first one, I think it's important to know that everyone is in the same situation as you. We have lots of international students who are moving there. So it is a really fun week. Lots of parties, lots of, socializing. There's lots of events that happen. So please don't miss that first week because it's going to be the best week.
Joanna.
No, I can only say that, as Emma says, you should definitely not miss your first week because it's probably the most important week. I missed it when I did my postgrad, and it was absolutely horrible because I didn't. They said everything I should have known, and I knew nothing, and it was absolutely horrible finding out everything by yourself. So the first week, I'd say you can't miss it. It's absolutely fundamental. So all the information, all the GP, bank opening, absolutely everything, basics of living in the UK and finding your way around the school. This is what you need to attend.
Yes, I agree, totally agree with this. Let me see some, thank you guys. Let me see Facebook again. Nothing anymore. Okay, I have a last question. Michele and Joanna, they already answered this question last week when I asked them at the end of this webinar. I'm just gonna repeat after Emma will answer what Joanna and Michele said, but I'm gonna ask Emma. Emma, are you ready?
Yes, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm scared now.
Okay. Is there any good pizza place near your university?
Oh man, I have to be really careful here. You know, we make a pretty good pizza on campus, I have to say. There's always pizza, and it's the cheapest pizza you're going to find. But we are just down the road from loads of marketplaces. Exmouth Market, for example, is like 5 minutes away from the campus, which is really cool, like really nice food places. So yeah, don't worry, it's not going to be as good as Italy, I'm sorry, but there are some places that are, you know, that are just as nice, but not nowhere near Italian standards.
Yeah, thank you. Well, as everybody can imagine, Joanna and Michele answer something similar. But but yeah, no, London is a big city, guys. You can find, I believe, any kind of food and any kind of taste that you wish, and any kind of shops. And you have a lot of discounts as a student as well. So London is just waiting for you. If you have any other questions, please let us know. We will wait. Abdul? No? Dennis? No. Let's wait. Okay, I don't think there is any more questions. Joanna, Emma, Michele, would you like to add something? Just move your head.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening. And yeah, we hope to welcome you to London soon. Either of our any of our campuses.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Great. Thank you guys so much. It was a pleasure again. Thank you for the opportunity that you as your person is giving to the Italian students, that we can see you and we can listen to you and ask you questions directly. I think it's a kind of big thing right now with all what is happening. And yeah, hope to see you soon face to face, not screen to screen. And thank you.
Ciao.
Thank you, everyone. Ciao.